So, way back in the mists of time, I once went on a conspiracy radio podcast, shall we say it called The Enemy Within Radio, and we had some fun. Me and Tom, we did. So, it's been about, what? God, I don't know now. 2 or 3 years since I'd had any real sort of contact or talk with him or anything like that. So I thought, I know. Well, it's a brand new year. Let's go have a gander. Let's see what old Tom's up to now. So we'll have a look on it. He's now on truthfrequencyradio.com. That's where his show is now. Alongside a massive advert selling survival buckets. So he's really gone up in the world. But one of the conversations he was had early on in the new show, 121, something like that was, he talks about how he went on holiday, and he's talking with the other guy that's on with him about why more people aren't awake. Now, of course, awake to a conspiracy theorist, which he is, he just won't admit it. Because he even says in the conversation, he said, "Oh, he thought the guy thought he was some sort of conspiracy theorist." Well, he is a conspiracy theorist, and it's kind of funny actually, because the original place where he was originally on speaker now is a new show called the AMX Files, and they've just had someone from Metabunk on, which he once called useless because it was a government-controlled website. How times have changed. But I don't know whether he has anything still to do with that account, but there's a lot of his old shows on there. But yeah, it was rather funny. But he continues in this conversation with his friend, and him and his friend are trying to talk and discuss about the fact that, why more people aren't awake, and, there needs to be this mass exodus away from, news media. And the problem is fake news, and there is an alternative spin, because here's the thing: the news media is and always will be in political spheres. This paper has this, so and so leanings, this paper has this so and so leanings, and even when you get out into the alternative branches, these people have alternative leanings, and if not even more so, you'll find that the alternative media is really really either to the right or even left, even more so than, the mainstream media is. So it is kind of, funny to say that, because that's what puts a lot of people off going onto these, alternative, websites. A lot of people will do a lot of research, and before they really sort of commit to the news websites, they will read articles, they will dip in from time to time and, dip back out again. That's how they do it. They test the waters. They want to see if this is something they want to read on a daily basis. And of course, there's the conspiracy section in there. And he's said about this guy he was talking to on the bus, and he's just like, "Come out with it, man! Come out!" And I'm like, what are you trying to get him to come out to? He's, into... Or maybe, because this didn't seem to cross his mind, maybe he didn't want to talk to you because he knows the reputation of conspiracy theorists. Maybe that was something, because he obviously didn't even think about it. Because in the world of the conspiracy theorists, they are always right. And of course, as I learned long ago, Tom is always right, even when he's wrong. So, so that was my, how should I say, re-dipping into Tom and Any Within Radio. If Tom ever wants me to have me on back again, I'd love to go back on. Have a good old-fashioned sparring match with him. That'll be fun. But yeah. So yeah, that's my, shall we say, toe dipping pool. It's not a pool I'm going to, how should I say, stay in too long. Because quite frankly, the pool hasn't been cleaned in a while. But yeah. Normal service shall be resumed, and don't take this as we're going to start covering conspiracy theorists again, because I went through a year of that, and put it this way, people who are into alternative therapies are a lot more, shall we say, saner than conspiracy theorists, even though they do subscribe to the big pharma conspiracy. So yeah, enjoy.